we stop now?
Okay, we probably missed a lot.
Isn't it 2017?
It is?
Don't we have a new president
We
now?
do? We should watch the news.
Good idea.
Good evening, this is Pete from Kairos News Channel 17, and we have breaking news. The President has just announced the final group of graduates who have been chosen to embark on an adventure to the recently discovered land of Futuretopia. We've just sent our two top reporters, Emily and Jared, to gather any and all information on these mysterious seniors. Emily, Jared.
Good afternoon, Pete.
A while back, we went to Kairos University to interview some students to find out more about our new graduating adventurers.
Let's see what we got.
Good job. Well, would you look at that? Here's a student over here. Let's go talk to him.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you know Karina So?
I do know Karina So.
Can you tell me a little bit about her?
Karina So is probably the most genuinely caring person that I've met at UCSD. She's like super aggressive on the basketball court, but she's super kind off the court. In all seriousness, in the last 30 weeks or so that I've known her, I've been blessed like beyond belief. And my only regret was not meeting her sooner.
You know Karina So? Yeah. What is she like?
Okay, so you know how when the Bible talks about how we should clothe ourselves with a gentle, quiet spirit? I think when I meet Karina So, she's like that for me. Like when I talk to her, and like it's always very calming. She's always super friendly and easygoing.
Hi, do you know Esther Mao?
I do know Esther Mao.
What's your favorite memory with her?
My favorite memory with Esther would be April 19th. It was the day she asked me to be her mentee, and I think that was one of the easiest and probably the best decisions of my college career thus far.
Do you know Esther Mao?
Esther, yeah.
What's she like?
She's super approachable. I remember Good Friday service where she introduced herself to me for the first time, and I just feel really comfortable talking to her, and every time I go to the bus stop and I see her, she's always smiling at me.
That guy looks nice. Let's go talk to him. Hi, do you know Jan?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you have any good memories with him?
Nothing too specific, just, hanging out with Young, talking, laughing, sharing a similar sense of self-deprecating humor. Yeah.
Okay. What skill do you think you would have best in Futuretopia?
I think Young can make himself very relatable. Like he's always constantly humbling himself. But other than that, Young's also, a very intellectual person who you can have serious conversations with.
Do you know Young?
I do.
What's your fondest memory with him?
There was one time in freshman year when I thought I was failing one of my classes and I fell off my penny board and I was just crying so hard, and he sat me down on the couch and just talked to me for like an hour about how I shouldn't be putting my identity in grades, and just imparted so much wisdom on me. So I really appreciated that time, Young, and I'm gonna miss you.
Hey Maddie, can I ask you a couple questions about Wendy? Awesome. What would Wendy bring to Futuretopia?
Based on what I know about Wendy, she's going to bring boba, because I always run into her at Share Tea.
That's cool. Anything else that stands out about Wendy?
Whenever I talk to her, she's always really genuine and then really kind to me. And then she really cares about how I'm doing, so I really appreciate you.
Thanks, Maddie. Hey Elliot, what you doing?
I'm just looking at some sweatshirts. What's up, man?
Nice. I want to ask you a question about Wendy. What makes her a great adventure pal?
Well, she's very good at getting out of tough situations. And on top of that, she's an engineer, which means she's very innovative, she can build things, and she's also a problem solver. Such as, sometimes you really want milk tea with boba, but, that's not always the best thing to do if you're going to store it. So she knows you get the jelly instead of the boba.
Okay, let's film the next people who come out of the bookstore.
You're so lazy, oh my god.
Yeah.
Aren't you excited?
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Hi! Do you know Ender?
Yes, I do.
What do you appreciate about him?
I really appreciate how genuine he is, how real he is to me, the fact that he can speak truth into my life when I'm messing up, especially, just him being there for me. The past year hasn't been the greatest, but, just like being able to talk to him, being able to really ask him for advice, pour out like my guts to him has really been an enjoyable experience. I really appreciate how open he is to me and how he lets me tell him everything. So.
Do you know Ender Zing?
Yeah, I do.
What do you appreciate most about him?
Honestly, he's been such a huge part of my growth in my faith this year as my small group leader and just as a friend. He was the one who persuaded me to go to Fall Retreat and AMI West, and he's just such an intentional and funny person, and I just really appreciate that about him.
Greetings. You guys know Caitlin, right?
Yeah.
May I ask you guys a couple questions about her?
Yeah, for sure.
What are you going to miss most about Caitlin?
I'm definitely gonna miss her mom band because, dude, we go on so many adventures in that car, and I just love sitting a shotgun. One thing I probably miss more about her is her hilarious personality. I love how she could just listen to any song and break into her raps.
What makes Caitlin a great adventure pal?
Well, in this new Futuretopia, I think something very important would be to document it. And we know that if Caitlin's there's going to be lots of great pictures, but with even better captions. And on top of that, she just brings so much knowledge when it comes to what we should be eating in this new place. I don't know, will they have good vegetables there? If Caitlin's there, we'll know. So she will be a very valuable asset.
There's a weird random girl lifting her scooter. Let's go interview her. Excuse me.
Yes?
Hi, do you know Sam Young?
I do.
What's your favorite memory with him?
My favorite memory is the Kairos bonfire, week 0, fall quarter, and he was doing his cool magic tricks with his cards, and I really like how he was super open and super encouraging about showing us his tricks and even teaching us the behind the scenes of how he does it. So I think that's really cool, and he was super nice too.
What is your favorite memory with Sam?
I wouldn't say there's one specific memory, but I would say whenever I hang out with Sam and we just see each other, he's a very generous person. I'm always very encouraged to see him come out to church, even though he got incorporated pretty easily in class. And whenever he goes to church, he always talks about how he had such a great time and how much he learned. And he's going to Seekers Group, and it's just very encouraging to see how much he's growing.
Do you know Ellen?
I do.
What's your favorite memory with her?
So in large group, one time when it was the day Lorraine spoke about emotions and the feels, and we just got to know each other and pray for each other after that. And it was cool to know that we were raised the same way, going to private school and becoming Christian through that around 4th or 5th grade. It was amazing, and we both have little sisters in the same grade, so it was just really cool bonding over that with her, and also running into her at REMAC, playing volleyball and stuff like that. Yeah.
Hey, Ethan. You know Terrence, right?
I do.
What sort of business would Terrence have in Futuretopia?
I think he's gonna create a Futureland, which is the equal version of Disneyland that we have here, because I'm really envied that he has the passion for what he's doing, and he wants to combine that with bringing other people joy.
Do you know Terrence?
Terrence Tian? Of course I do.
What skill do you think will help him succeed in Futuretopia?
I think Terrence, he's one of the people that you see in yearbooks who are most likely to succeed. And I saw him drawing at AMI West, and he's really talented. Also, at the same retreat, he was the one that helped me open up to everyone else in the same room that we shared.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
What are you doing?
I'm just interviewing people.
Can I get interviewed?
Yeah, of course. Do you know Sophia Huang?
I do. And so does he.
Oh, can you describe her in 3 words?
Down to earth, spunky, and visionary.
Oh, if she could open a business in Futuretopia, what would she open?
Well, Sophia's a super free spirit, and so I think she'd open a creative pop-up place which would let a lot of artists and chefs and whoever else that has artistic freedom to come in and share their art and work and love with everyone in the world. Hey, Agil, how you doing?
Hi, Jared. I'm good.
Awesome. What's it like being friends with Brian G?
Well, Brian is one of the nicest people I've ever met. He's so generous, and it's been really amazing getting to know him in small group. Because I don't know, I can't believe how could someone be so nice, and he really just takes that extra step to ask if we're okay, to pray for us. He can kind of just tell if we're feeling down. Yeah, it's just really awesome. So.
Do you know
Yeah, of course I did.
What business do you think they would open in Futuretopia?
I think he would definitely open a bakery in Futuretopia. It's because I think he's a really good baker, and I just remember like my favorite memory of him is when I was still new to Kairos, and then it was my birthday, and then he baked a cake for me, and even though I barely knew him, and I thought that was really nice of him to do so.
Do you know Jordan? Yeah, I do. Can you tell me a bit about her? Yeah, we actually met in Insight last year. It's our pre-optometry club on campus, and when I found out that she went to Kairos, I was really excited because we both went to the same church and we were both in the same club. I remember at the times in Insight, she was always very confident and passionate when she was speaking. And when I talked to her about Braille Institute as a freshman, she said she did it as a freshman too. So I want to do that just like she did. And when I found out she was going to Berkeley, I was actually like really excited for her. And I know you're going to do really great, and just thank you for being so inspiring and cheerful and encouraging all the time to me, and just wish you best of luck.
Yeah, go.
Hi, Derek.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What is your favorite memory with Danielle?
My favorite memory with Danielle is the first time I met her. It was the third large group at Asante in ERC, and I remember being really scared and nervous because I didn't know anyone, and Danielle just made me feel so welcome, and she just really encouraged me to go out to the boba night. And yeah, I think she's one of the reasons why I wanted to stay, because I realized that there's just so many nice people at Kairos, and she was really exemplary of that.
What's the memory you have with Danielle?
Having discipleship with her. Oh, and also we had COGS 109 last quarter, which is how I began to know her more as a person. I think right away when you talk to Danielle, she's very open, and she has a lot of insight to give you. And even like I didn't know her that well, she opened up and just gave me a lot of advice about life. And even during discipleship, she has a lot input to give, and it's answers that I can learn from and like apply in my own life.
You know Kelly Wang.
I do.
What are the first 3 words that come to mind when you think of Kelly?
Gentle, intelligent, and pretty.
Do you know Kelly Huang? Yeah. What memory do you have of her? I remember talking to her like during the summer, like when we were here for summer session, and we were talking about like OChem and how like she thought it was pretty hard, and I was like, oh, I'm about to take it and everything. And she was like really encouraging and saying like really like nice things and encouraging about it. And yeah, it was fun talking to you about back home and food and wanting more food. Do you also know Andy Guo?
I do know Andy Guo.
Do you have any good memories with him?
So I guess one memory that does stick out was once I was just eating alone in PC, just trying to enjoy my me time, and then he just comes in and sits down in front of me, and I was kind of annoyed, but what happened next was I was actually in kind of like a rough patch back then, and just like having him there to listen to me, talk to me, give me feedback, and later he like even followed up. That definitely had a good impact, like a big impact on me in the long run. And he really taught me like what it means to be like an older role model.
What's your favorite memory with Andy Guo?
Favorite memory with Andy Guo. Was that one time we went and grilled steaks together because we both undercooked our meat severely. But then, just being able to talk to him about life and church and just about Jesus, that was a lot of fun. Plus, you're one of the funniest guys that I know, so keeping you, man.
Hi! Do you know Irina? I do. What do you appreciate about her?
I appreciate how she's always super outgoing, and when I first met her, she was really nice, and I really appreciate how she really supports women's mission bowl and men's mission bowl, and she is so willing to record and make a highlight video for us. It's really nice to see her at our tournament.
Do you know Riley?
I do.
What's one thing that stands out about him?
I think the thing that stands out to me the most about Riley is his commitment to things, whether it's his playing of sports or Mad Gordon Ramsay cooking skills, or even just talking to you. You can tell that there's a lot of heart in what he does, and there's a lot of sincerity and being genuine. And I really look up to that, and I am very thankful for that, and I know that everyone really appreciates that.
Do you know any secrets about Riley?
Well, it's not really a secret anymore, but Riley pretends to be this hard, non-caring person, but I think inside Riley really cares about everybody, and he's actually a really nice person, but he just pretends not to be. Everybody knows Riley. Lakers suck. 27 out of 30 for Warriors.
Ooh, what's that fat girl?
Excuse me. Hi, do you know Kevin Panji?
Yeah. What do you appreciate about him? Okay, so when I think of Kevin Panji, I think he's like a really caring older brother. I remember last quarter I had to go home and I had to go to the airport and I was just gonna Uber. Because it was like at a ridiculously early time, it was like 5 a.m. or something. But he insisted that he could drive me and yeah, he had to like get up earlier than me to like get to my apartment. So yeah, I just really appreciated that. Yeah, he's just such a faithful servant at church. Like he does media and then drives on Sunday and then small groups and yeah.
You know Kevin?
Yeah.
What's he like?
Kevin was actually one of the first people who went up to me when I first came to Kairos. I remember the first time I went, I stepped into the church and I was like, well, I don't know anyone. I actually don't know anyone. He was the first person to come up to me and say, hey, like, what's up? And actually, I feel like he really embodies what Kairos is and what a God-loving person is supposed to be. And he's very passionate about every single person there, whether he knows them or not.
We hope you enjoyed that. As you can see, a lot of our students are really grateful and appreciative of our new graduates.
Sounds like they'll do great in Futuretopia.
Back to you, Pete.
Thanks, Emily. Thanks, Jared. Seniors, what you have seen in the light, don't forget in darkness. What you've learned here as part of the Kairos family, don't forget it as you move forward. Good luck on your adventures, Kairos Class of 2017. God bless and have a good night.